Aquaba. Welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony. My wife, Aya, was split screening with me. We're documenting our life from Houston to Ghana as we go beyond the return. And
In
this
this
live, I don't
episode,
know what we're talking
I'm
about.
telling you,
In
that was
this
something.
episode,
In this episode,
it's like this episode.
we're
Hey
talking
y'all.
about whether this new U.S. visa fee is targeting Black travelers, and maybe it's a red flag for people of color who are in the States. So let's get this video started. Hey T, how you doing?
I'm good, yo. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I
Hey,
think you're rusty or something because that was quite the opening right there.
you've been gone for a while, and you're throwing off my how I usually operate. So it's
Is
like
it because is it yeah, a little bit of no, no.
I'm trying to four wheel with three wheels right now. I have a missing link, and
Oh, that's so sweet.
you need to come home.
I'll
You've
be
been
home
gone.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you sent me a
yeah.
message the
You
other
said,
day, and when I clicked on it, I saw that the the chats were going kind of wild with this new announcement. So
yeah,
just so we don't keep people
the
on
new.
pins and needles, I think we should probably talk about what's going on. You said, but
Yeah,
wait, before we do, you have some spotteds, and I want to make sure we do our spotteds first. What did you have for spotted? You had Thomas and Carolyn Jones at the Burger King in Accra. I knew that one.
yeah. And let me tell you about them. Sydney and I were together. We were going for lunch, and Sydney was in front of me, and she saw the guy. She's like, "Oh, that guy's going to say something to Daddy." And I looked the way he came at me. It it wasn't like, "Hey, Tony." He was looking like, "Yeah, dude, you owe me some money, don't?" I was like, the way I was like, "Whoa!" He was like, "Aren't you?" I was like, "Man," and turned out to be a lovely couple, very nice. But it was really
Got you
confusing
scared
to
for a
me how
minute.
he approached me. Yeah, I surely was. I was like, "Yo, man, what's with the Russian?" But it was just how he was. So no,
Well, we also had it spotted
um,
with Ya and Jasmine. So we were able
yeah,
to
and
hang out with
Jasmine
their girls and our
awesome.
boys. So that was fun.
Yeah, we went
And
to
special thank you
Blizzard.
for the gift.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna lie, folks. Jasmine and y'all have a special place in my heart. They brought me some Garrett's popcorn from Chicago. If you know anything about Chicago, I'll tell you, Garrett's is a staple of the town. And they were like, "Dude, you just want popcorn from Garrett's? No problem." So absolutely. While they were in town, they also made a very nice donation for some sports equipment to the Hope Setters autism school. So we want to really say thank you, Jasmine and y'all, you guys, your beautiful daughters. Thank you so much for the donation to Hope Setters. They are very appreciative of the gift, and it was awesome to hang out. Look forward to seeing you again when you come back.
So the moral of this story was bring Tony popcorn, bring donations to the autism school.
Something like that.
You had one
Yeah.
more. You had one more spotted, I think, at the Accra Mall again, didn't you?
Carmel. What's the name of that one? I'll tell you. I'll remember the name.
It was Jess and
Who?
somebody in the chat saying they just had Garrett's popcorn this week and it was delicious. Now they're just taunting you, Tony.
I know. Y'all teasing me now. Stop. I
Was
can't.
it a
Was it
JA?
someone else at the mall?
Jess and a J?
Who?
Jess and JA? Who was it? I can't remember what you said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Accra Mall. Yeah.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
If you aren't catching it, I'm at Accra Mall a lot.
I
It's
guess.
not very far from Timma. Depending on the time of day, it's about 20-minute drive from, or 25-minute drive from my house. And go to the movies, different place for lunch. Um, so I'm at the Oak Mall, I guess,
All right.
kind of often.
So as people are spotting you, are they talking to you about this new visa fee? Wait, before I even get started, I just want to verify your opinion very quickly. Are you of the opinion that
you know my opinion?
I already know it's a yes. Are you of the opinion that this new fee is a red flag for people of color in the United States?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, so I guess I have to call this down. We are going to start with the new integrity fee. Ooh, I just popped you off of there we go. CNN had a news report that came out July 22nd, and they were talking about how if you are visiting the United States anytime soon, you may be a new fee might apply to your visa application. It is a $250.
All visitors.
It's a $250 visa integrity fee, and it's going to apply to tourist visas, business travelers, international students, just anyone who's applying for a visa. So, Tony, what's your beat on that one?
Well, already the U.S. is seeing a decline in tourism and foreign visitors. Now, think about this. A family of four coming to the United States, an average medium income family of four coming to the United States, before they even get there, they got hit with $1,000 bill just for their visa.
Can you imagine?
We travel as a family of four very often, so we know how much $1,000 can affect our budget on vacation. So what you're seeing is people are saying, you know what, it seems like you don't want us, we're not coming. And that's what's happening in the
I mean, it was one of those things too where it's like, if the United States already knows that they are seeing a decrease in tourism, it seems like they would be going out of their way to attract more people as opposed to deter more people. And so even though this seems like kind of a small thing, like, oh, they're putting on this $250 fee inside of the big, beautiful bill, this is really a hit for the tourism industry in the United States.
But, I'm going to keep it real with you. When on Saturday mornings, when we were cleaning our house, there was never company that came to our house during that time we were cleaning our house. So if you think of what's happening in the United States right now, they're cleaning their house. And you don't want company over when you're cleaning your house.
Oh my God, that was the analogy you were trying to get to.
Yeah, absolutely. You want company over when you cleaning your house? No, because they're gonna see, oh wow, man, that's a buildup of trash under that couch. Oh wow, y'all just do like this? Oh my goodness.
Well, that's actually that's not even all, right? The big question is really, there's a $250 fee, but who is that $250 fee for? Who are they trying to clean house for? Can you tell me that one?
What they don't want are people who look like me coming.
Well, and that's exactly right, is that the integrity fee is not universal for everybody who's coming. First off, can we just pause for a second and talk about integrity fee? Just the name of it. The name. I don't know why. I think even the name of it is really, I don't know. It feels like there's some shade in just the name of what they're calling it. First off, let me just let me just put that out there. But the
Mhm.
integrity fee is really going to hit African applicants more than anyone else. So what are your
It's
thoughts on that
gonna
one, Tone?
it's gonna hit. That's what it's targeted at. That's what it's targeted at. I mean, that's I, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there are
Well,
some countries that are exempt. So there are some places that don't
yeah.
have the
I'm
fee
going to
hit.
guess none of them have a majority population of black.
Well,
Mhm.
if you would like, I can pull it up. Are you ready to see if this is gonna hit?
Go ahead. Uh, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna put it up
I'm
right
still
now.
betting none of the countries that are majority black countries. But let's go. Yep.
Oh, how did you guess? How did you know this, Tony? How did you know that it was going to be a bunch? Did you see this beforehand?
Well,
Yeah. Let me put that
no,
back up for a second. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
I
I lost
did
my
a
I lost
couple
my
of years
clicker. I lost
ago.
my clicker.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
it's
saw this a couple of years ago.
it's disproportionately hitting all the countries that are in gray are countries that are going to have this integrity fee. There's a lone country
Mm,
in black on the continent that is not permitted any visas
they
whatsoever.
refuse.
But if you
They're
notice
like,
all
y'all
the
not coming in.
yeah, if you notice all the green countries, you're going to note these green countries actually have a waiver.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have a waiver. And so
Yeah.
this waiver means that they do not have to pay this fee.
Yeah. They don't want people
Tony,
like me.
what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that one?
My thoughts are when this guy said, "Hey, you want an American passport? Your citizenship it costs $5 million." I was like, "Well, can I sell mine for $5 million? Give me 4.5. I'll sell mine. You can have it."
Oh,
They don't want us there anymore. They're letting you know everything they do is showing you. Um, and you see what's happening now is there's a big void being created. The void is we need some slave labor on field back on the fields again. There's a big void being filled or being created. Who's going to fill that void? I hate to
well,
sound like Umar Johnson or something like that, but I mean, seriously, looking at it, farmers are like, "Yo, y'all came and snatched all our workers. I thought y'all was coming for the criminals, and you snatched all our workers. We gotta burn up our field this year and start over for next year because we can't do anything because we have no workers to attend the field." Well,
so what I also thought was interesting was this. I'm going to put the slide back up here. This idea that there are
mhm,
42 countries, mostly in Europe, that are exempt under the visa waiver program, but there is not a single African nation that
mhm.
received that same waiver.
And
So,
you know what's crazy is two things I want to say on that. What's crazy is there's no shortage of Americans trying to get to these African countries to pull the resources out. African countries are saying, you know what? Y'all making it hard for us to come to y'all. We should make it hard for y'all to come to us.
well, they're not making it hard to come. They're saying if you're going to come and take resources off the continent, we're going to start to make that a little bit more challenging. And then in
No,
return,
no. Well, what was it? There's a female president who said, "Well, you're putting this on us. We're going to put it back on you. Matter of
yes.
fact, your people can leave." So I mean, people aren't just sitting down taking it anymore. They're saying, "Hey, you want to push back? Push us. We'll push back." So I'm
Well,
glad
so
to
it's
see it.
your belief that America is sending a message.
Yeah, America is sending a message. It's saying we want your we want what you have, but we don't want you.
Well, there was one more thing that
Yeah.
I thought was really interesting. I'm going to put one more slide. I hope I can find it because I moved around. Oops, wrong one. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, this one. So Ghanaian travelers are going to pay more, but the
Mm-hmm.
cost for the ESTA, which is the electronic travel authorization, so an e-visa, which those 40 kind of visa waiver countries have these um, in place.
Mm-hmm.
Their fee is going from $21 to $40. So $20 increase. The fee for the African countries is going from zero, like what is going plus $250. So the European countries are going plus $20 and the African countries are going plus 250.
Yeah, they want our resources here, but they don't want us. What I mean, think about it. All these European countries that are given this waiver, and there's 21, $40, whatever it is to come in. What are those countries? What resources do those countries have that the United States is like, wow, we really need you guys. We really need this from you. We really need that. None of those countries that they're asking these tourists to come and spend money in America. Um, but that's all they're getting from that country is the tourism dollar. Um, how the difference is they're going to the African countries and they're not asking for the tourism dollar. Y'all people, we don't want y'all. We just want what you have. We want your resources, your gold, diamonds, platinum, uranium, whatever you got. That's what they want. So that's why you see this. The Trump, I don't know, dump the goofball in charge of the U.S. right now. That dude said it. These are s-hole countries,
Yeah, I did think
But at
about
the
that
same
too.
time,
I thought about when he said
he's
that.
doing everything he can to get the resources from these s-hole countries. Well, the s-hole
Yeah, well,
countries are waking up.
and as we mentioned
We got what
before,
we want.
there's definitely um, there's a monetary impact to this. At first, I was thinking maybe this integrity fee is like a cash grab, but I don't think it is. I think you're right. I think they're
It's
really
not a cash grab. If it was a cash
people.
grab, it'd be like 1,000 for the visa. And think
Well,
about it
there's this.
like this: if it was a cash grab, they would just say, "Hey, give us 1,000, you can come in." That's a cash grab. This here is a deterrent.
Well, there's this refundable component to it as well. So, um, do you think
Mhm.
that? Do you think this refundable thing
Yeah,
is
but
going to?
it's not even the fact that they're going to give you the money back as a refund. It's it's a challenge for many people around in my neighborhood to get their passport, to get a plane ticket, to save money to get overseas. That's challenge enough. Now to add on this 250. I mean, 250 might be, half of their budget to go over there with. What they might spend in a week or 2 weeks in traveling there. So they're very conscious about.
No,
I'm telling
uh,
you,
uh, well then,
they're
aren't we?
very small
Doesn't
limited
that mean that
budget.
they're just
This will
deterring
affect
people
them
who
a
don't have the
lot.
money? Doesn't that mean they're just deterring people who don't have the money to be a tourist in America?
Well, you cut off. Say that again.
I said, according to that kind of idea, doesn't it just mean that the policy is trying to deter people who don't have money to be a tourist in America?
No, it's deterring Black people from coming. When you
Okay, so
say
then to
tourist,
clarify, this is
that
tourists,
would be an
business
equal thing
people,
because
students.
most of the Black people are coming, the Africans, countries that are coming, the tourists. If you want the tourist dollar, you want it from everybody. Why are you selecting being selective where these people, not these people. What is that?
Yeah, and I want to hop into the comments because I'm sure I can see there's quite a few. So let's take a pause here and just hop in. A to the B, she was here before we even got here. So hello, glad to be here.
How you doing?
Hello. Many faces, glad you're here. Doreen, Kwame, good to see you.
Absolutely.
Welcome to everyone. Aubrey, hello. Hey, Jet.
Jet, how are you?
Coming in September?
Yeah, we'll see you in September.
Good. Regina, hello. Hello, Charlie. Wendell, what's up?
Hey, Charlie Wilson with us again. Charlie Wilson. How your brothers doing? The Gap Band. I'm joking,
Sarah's here from Oklahoma. Wendell says it's not worth the money.
Nope.
Lawanda says, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Wendell's got some ideas. Tanisha says the U.S. government is ridiculous and should be ashamed of themselves. This has been the longest 6 months of my life. Shaking my head, ready to come back to Ghana in September.
Like, it's not 2027 yet? For real? Oh my, it's still it's only July? Oh my God.
We are 1/8 of the way through. 1/8 of the way through.
Too much has happened in the past 6 months for this to get to the point of completion. So it's just too much happening. I don't know. This is not good.
Lawana says she likes your analogy of cleaning your house.
Yeah. No, but everybody can agree with that. You don't have people over when you clean your house. America doesn't want people over while they're cleaning their house.
Bobby says, hey, he got his African DNA ancestry back, and he's mostly Ghanaian, West African, so he sent an email about coming to visit.
Well, Bobby, come on, you sent us an email. Let me just, if you emailed us in the past week and a half, we're having an issue with the email system. I
know, it's so bad. We migrated to a new email server, and we're having some problems.
Yeah. So there you go. So, Bobby, we're trying to sort this out. So I'm going to jump back on and look again and stuff. So you did send us.
Well, he comments that he thinks the name, the Integrity Fund, is ironic. The Integrity Fund, the Visa Integrity Fee. Yeah. M. George says America is definitely a white country.
Yes.
And Wendy says she's from California, and it's upside down world here. They feel like they don't know why anyone would even want to visit right now unless they had to.
Yeah.
Well,
students are coming in and they're like, why would we want to go there? You guys don't want diversity. You guys
and there's a direct
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a direct impact. The World Cup is coming to America, and now how is an entire World Cup team supposed to pay for all of these Visa integrity fees?
No, have you heard?
Now what?
They're considering. Hey, we don't know if we want this because y'all got issues. We may have to move this to. Yeah, they're considering moving it next year.
But that's that's a real thing. You're talking about inviting not just the players in the team where you might say to yourself, like, oh, well, the team has money. They have a travel fee. Like the players are covered. But the players bring their families. They bring relatives. Fans come in to see the games. The reason to host a World Cup beyond just the prestige of holding it is because you want tourism dollars to hit the city where it's being held. If people can't come in because they cannot pay this extra fee or meet all of the obligations that are part of this integrity fee, you're really hitting the host city that spent millions of dollars to be the host and now won't see that return of investment. Ugh. Doreen says, just wow.
Wow. It's not good. I'm watching what's going to happen with the World Cup next year because they're very much in consideration of moving it. And uh, uh, if you're in America, you can't see what's happening in America, but I can. It's not going. Where am I? It's not going up. It's coming down. The respect, excuse me, that America once had,
Well, I
not
actually, and
anymore.
I didn't have a
Uh-huh.
chance to add this to our media, but I got a notice in my feed that said that the U.S. Passports ranking dropped 2 more spots again,
Okay,
and
it's just dropping, dropping, dropping.
it's
I tell
got.
people I'm from Canada. So, oh, where you from? America? No, man, I'm from Canada. I'm from Vancouver, eh?
Well, we've got Voice Matters here from Canada, and she says they're done with it. She is never going to go to the United States again.
Uh, the thing is that people in the states don't realize is is this is the thing. Growing up, my dad always told me, "Hey, okay, you running with them boys. Them boys doing something wrong. If it's six of y'all and five of them do something wrong, are they going to say, "Oh, the sixth guy didn't do anything wrong.
You going
Let
down
him
with them?
go"? You going down with him. So if the world is looking at America saying, "Wow, America is really stupid right now," it's not just these people, it's all of America. So America is being represented by somebody that isn't representing what America looks like. I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does, but I'm going back. Your daddy said that if 5 were doing wrong and 1 was doing right. My daddy said when 1 was doing wrong, it didn't matter what the other 5 were doing right.
no, I used to hang out with the wrong crowd. So my dad was like, "Hey, yo, let me tell you what's going to
Yeah, who
happen
are
when
you hanging out
y'all."
with? There's a bunch
You're
of
not.
a bunch of bad kids.
You getting off subject
I'm
just a little
sorry.
bit
I'm
here.
sorry. I got distracted by the story. I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. Tell me what you
All
were
right, bring
saying.
it back. So the point is, by a social, you're American. Oh, oh my goodness! Then they're trying to figure out, hey, what level of crazy are you? Are you just regular crazy like the rest of the world, or are you one of these MAGA crazies, or are you one of these ultra MAGA crazies? It That's what people think of America now. That you're a society that would choose somebody who is in no way um, prepared, um, equipped for what he's doing, and you scrap all of you choose that over just somebody who a natural selection. Just hey, this like hey, getting the umbrella out when it's raining. That's how easy of a selection you had, and and when it came time to vote, the world saw America go out in a rainstorm and they're putting on sunscreen. That's what happened. That's what America, I mean, the world is looking at America like, wow, it's raining cats and dogs out, and these idiots are putting on sunscreen. What is wrong with them? That's how the world sees America right now. They're like, something ain't right with it. They all drinking the water. It was a shortage of eggs. That the world is thinking something's wrong with all America because of this vote. So a lot of credibility has been lost. I can tell you that it is not good.
Well,
Traveling abroad and you're Black American, tell people you're from Canada and just say I'm from Canada, eh? And then okay, you're good. Come on in, man. We thought you were one of them crazies. Do it. I'm telling you.
well,
Yeah.
so
Anyway.
we've got folks in the chat who have some things they want to share, Tony. First off, somebody said this too will pass. So maybe we just
No,
need
it
to hold
won't. It
up.
won't pass. It won't pass. No, don't think that it won't pass. You're thinking, oh, this will be over. We'll go back to normal. No, there is no going back to normal. If you haven't noticed, there is no more normal. You're in a country right now that they keep turning up the heat, and you keep adjusting your body to that temperature. And what's going to happen is your body is going to shut down. I can't adjust anymore, and then you're just going to die. You're just going to be a horrible, horrible death. That's what's happening in America. You keep, the term is tolerating the intolerable. You keep saying, okay, I'm going to tolerate this. I will tolerate it. You keep tolerating things that you should be like, no. We don't want this. Whatever we need to do, we don't accept this. We don't want it. Everybody's too quiet about losing civil rights in America. Everybody's too quiet about that.
I'm always a little shocked by that myself. Like
that do y'all not understand what you're giving up?
Well, and I think there's this piece of us that always kind of assumed, I think collectively as Americans, we always assumed that any kind of erosion of rights was going to be quiet and creep in the night, right? That it was going to be something that you couldn't see coming. And it's like, nope, it is a freight train, and everyone's just like watching it go by, just not gonna do anything about it. Just I'm astonished by that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of capitulation right now in terms of universities, law firms, network television shows.
Everything is going to. If this guy says, "I don't like it," everybody bows down and says, "Okay, well, we got to change. This dude don't like it." How do you come back?
That's why it's weird. I mean, I guess that's why I think it's so weird.
Colombia just paid like $200 million or something like that.
But why? Okay, we're not a political show. We're going to try not to get too political, but I'm going to get back into the comments here because there are a couple of people who say that they just want us to call it what it is, Tony. They just want us to say it is racism and that we should speak plainly and call it what it is. It is racism. And that this is just a black tax, plain and simple.
Yeah. Absolutely. Somebody in the comments said we can't pray our way through. You're right. We can't. You can't. The thing about racism is really weird because poor white people don't realize they're looked at like black people. Like black people and poor white people. If you're a rich white man, a poor black man and a poor white man and a black man are on the same level. If you're a rich white man, they're on the same level. That's what most Americans don't understand is that when slavery ended, poor whites, the only thing they had privilege was their skin color. And the only thing that made poor whites any different from a slave or a free person at the time was their skin color. Y'all both poor on the same level. So the thing they had to do to make the white people feel like they're inferior to the black or superior to the black people is to say, okay, we'll make you plant managers. We'll make you police officers. We'll give you positions of management over them. So you're above them. But really, y'all just on the same level. And that power of privilege has been it's been squatted away because a lot of white people just thought, I'm just going to get this. It's just going to come to me. While people like me, my daddy was like, yo, you can't, little Tommy over there, he got an A. You got to get an A plus. You aren't in the same boat as little Tommy. Little Tommy's going to get his. His is coming. If you want to be recognized, be seen, you got to be better than him. So what was happening was people with privilege were coming down, and people without privilege, they're educating themselves. They're doing everything they can to get to separate themselves from that poverty. Those other people, the white people, are like, well, I'm riding this privilege out. I'm supposed to do well because of this privilege. That's the mega base. I heard one of the guys say, all the Democrats I know are college educated. What is that about? What does that say about you? That all the people around you in your circle aren't college educated. What does that say about you in your circle? So it just shows people with privilege weren't taking advantage of that privilege. And they're just trying to ride it out. That's what's happening in America today. People people who were considered a DEI hire aren't really DI hires. They're people who just put in the work, and because they put and they got a job because they're more qualified than a white person. That now you just got the job because you're no, man. I put in the work, and if more white people understood what was being said in black families, they dropped that immediately. They're like, no, Kamala Harris ain't no DI hire. That lady put in the work. The 4-star general that was Biden's defense minister, that dude put in work. The dude they got in now is a joke. That's a DEI hire. The current guy who's in. You don't get to be a 4-star, especially a black 4-star general, and they just give it to you. Nothing in the military is just given to you, no matter.
Yeah.
Who you are, who you're related to, or anything like that. I have many people in the military, family members in the military.
If you look at the current,
nothing is given to you. What's that?
Nothing is given to a black or person of color service member who's received those ranks. If you look at the guy who's in charge now,
99.9% of the military, you work.
The guy who's in charge now is in charge of the military. He didn't work for it.
Wait, which guy in charge?
Who's Pete Hegseth is earned it?
Oh no, he's a DEI hire.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a DEI hire, that Hegseth guy.
It's upside down world right now. I'm just saying. Okay, so there's a couple of things I wanted to make sure we said. First, Tim is reminding us to remind everybody to hit the like button. So don't forget to hit that like button. Bam, bam. Thank you.
The like button. Everybody, stop what you're doing. 169 people hit the like button right now. Boom. Here we go.
And if you are loving this conversation, pop in the comments right now and just drop any emoji that sums up how you are feeling about this conversation right now. Drop any emoji into the chat. We have a couple of things. Somebody's asking about any updates on Ghanaian visas being processed out of Washington, D.C. They were saying that it was closed a couple weeks ago because employees were redirecting visa application funds. That's actually more than a couple weeks ago now, Tony. Isn't that a couple months ago?
That was 2 months ago. That's old news.
Yeah, so even though
Ms. Jones Austin,
it was,
they're accepting application. They're like, hey, come on, they got that taken care of. So
yeah, so somebody received theirs that they sent in late
June. Get in Ghana while you can, because I'm telling you, past 6 months, the whirlwind of activity past 6 months. What is going to happen the next 6 months? Prepare for that. Yep.
Okay, so somebody's saying it's been a long time. How you doing? Tony, how we doing?
Hello, I'm good. Missing my wife. You need to come home.
Will you drop the email address one more time?
hello@expatLifeFounder.com.
Thank you. Anybody who sent us an email in the last few weeks, we had migrated to a new email. We migrated to a new email server.
If you're not in Ghana,
we're just having problems with our email server. So if you've dropped an email, drop it one more time for us.
You're chopping up.
We've got some folks coming in from Florida who are saying that they want to make sure we have a good weekend. Now? Wait, say again? It's you, babe. You're lagging a little bit. I'm going to keep talking. The Canadians aren't coming even with the waiver. So yeah, they are like, peace out
Okay,
on this whole thing. And although they are not exempt, they are seeing an increase, a slight increase. They are not subject to the integrity fee of $250. So even though they are seeing an increase from 21 to 40, it's not even in the same ballpark. And that conversation is coming back again. How is this going to affect the World Cup next year with all these visa restrictions? And that is going to be a huge part of the conversation.
they're considering moving it right now. I mean,
Right.
nobody
Yeah.
wants that. They're like, oh,
I mean, that's
we want
the investment just to get it and to host it, then to lose out on that tourism dollar. That's just, yeah. Wendell is loving everything that you are saying. I agree that it's sending a message. It's very clear they don't want any Black or brown people in the country. Are we tiptoeing around this discussion? I hope not.
Yeah, I'm not tiptoeing. I try not to tiptoe about it. I also try to make sure I don't step on any political toes, because some people never, they didn't play the dozens at the lunch table, and if you say something bad about them, they come at you. And I ain't got the money to be like trying to fight people in court and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, we've got some folks who are saying they are planning on coming next summer. Lanisha, when you come in next summer, you're going to get a tourist visa. Just try to get the multi-entry visa. It's a little bit more, but that way, when you want to come the next time, you don't have to jump through as many hoops. So I would definitely suggest that. And then when you are coming in, don't forget to check out our day trips and our tours that are available on the website. You're just going to hop on to expatlifeghana.com/tours to check those out. Tony, I believe we are full for October.
No, we got a couple spots for the Fall Fest tour stuff.
Okay, so if you are interested in Fall Fest, in coming in October for Fall Fest, that is when Tony takes you up to Aburi in the mountains, and you get to party.
Party with me, party with me, party with me.
Definitely a little bit more of a party vibe. Still get all the best of Ghana, but with a little bit more Afro beats in it. You'll really enjoy the experience. We've got a few slots left, so if that's something that you're interested in, please don't forget to pop over to expatlifeghana.com/tours, and you're going to check out our Fall Fest event tour. If that's something that you're interested in, I highly suggest you put down the $250 deposit as soon as possible, because I'm pretty sure we are going to run out of space.
Yeah, October's wild. And I can say this about our tours, and there is not one other tour company in all of Ghana that can say this. We are the only tour company that's been featured in 6 episodes international reality TV show.
That is true.
We're the only ones. We're the only ones.
We're the only ones.
They sought us out. They were like, hey, looking at Ghana, you guys, we want you. So I like to think we're the best of what we do. We're the best.
Yes.
So
I saw that we had a message recently that somebody was asking about our signature tour and our ultimate tour. And those are two tour options that are flexible anytime you want to travel. So somebody had asked if it was just a specific date that you could take those tours, and those are open tours. Anytime you want to arrive, you can start your 8 or 11-day experience. And both of them are fantastic. So if you are thinking about moving, which, Tony, we've got people who are planning on moving here next summer. Lanisha is one of them. We've got Lawana, who said she's been in Ghana since May and doesn't want to go back to the United States.
Go back.
She says she don't want to go back. And we've got people who are ready to leave the U.S. and are not really enjoying.
Come stay with us. We'll show you what your options are as far as moving here. And Rome is crushing the field. All empires must fall. They all come crashing down to some point.
Yeah, so if that's something that you are interested in, you can download our free relocation guide. You can download our free relocation guide. The link is in the description box below. So if you are interested in seeing what's involved and kind of what the process might be like, definitely check that out and start planning your Blagsit. Whew, it's time to start planning that Blagsit. Somebody says I should be a diplomat because I'm skirting around the topic.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. The people in Washington, they hit that check mark and voted for what we have right now. So you knew what it was when it was coming. We're seeing declines. Jet saying Orlando's hit bad with a decline in tourism. And people are talking about moving to anywhere. Jet says America is really just trying to be white. And that Vegas is seeing a downturn in tourism, Disney, and they don't want black and brown people, so nobody is coming.
I know, and Carnival Cruise they don't play boots on the ground anymore, and you can't do the wobble anymore, and
I know you didn't call out the carnival story, did you? No. Okay, so for those of you who are not paying attention to the little bitty teeny tiny carnival, they recently they didn't come out with new guidelines, Tony. They said they are reiterating existing guidelines as to what type of music is permitted in their different areas. And they said they will no longer be playing boots on the ground because it's a hazard. I think they cited it as being hazardous.
No. They said they're going to play it, but not at the cellar, Carnival. I ain't gonna lie, we take Carnival cruises, once a year, and their sail away parties are hype, and they're hype because of the music they're playing. And when you're pulling out on that ship, and you look at them other people, they got their nose to the mirror looking. Like, man, they partying. I wish I was on that ship.
I know, so that is Carnival, for y'all. For y'all who don't know, this is Tony's comment all the time. Tony's always like, it is sail away time. You are going down the channel past all the other ships, and the other ships look like they straight up sleep. Like nothing is happening on there. And like the whole deck party where it is crazy. But they're not going to play boots on the ground because they don't want to risk injury, Tony.
No, they're going to play it, but not at the cell because I get it.
They don't want to risk injury.
That's the biggest part of it. So they're going to still play the song, but not during that time. The wobble, same thing, not during that time. They're going to play it, but not during that time. So they're
how's the wobble too dangerous? How's the wobble a problem?
Cruises, without a doubt. Well, they got a little bit that kind of gets kind of suggestive with the lyrics, but I don't know. They still do the Cupid Shuffle. They like
all pop songs are a little suggestive.
Well, but they're still going to do the Cupid Shuffle. That's like, hey, that's like being on the celebration and here, Cool in the Gang celebration. They are not doing away with Cupid Shuffle, so. Shout out to Lafayette, Louisiana. Cupid. Got a shout out to you. You remember when the song first came out? It was the time of the reunion. We went to the mall, the Northgate, something on the North Side Mall, North Side Mall. I don't know, Lafayette, Louisiana. Y'all help me out. But Cupid was there. He's a good friend of my cousin Ray. And that summer when that song came out was our family reunion, and he performed that song at that mall on the north side. If you know Lafayette, Louisiana, it's the mall. Where's that mall at?
Oh, honey, don't get caught up in the
dang mall. It's by the Piggly Wiggly. It's by Piggly Wiggly, Fat Albert's, and you keep going down the streets. I think it's Johnson or something like that. No.
Okay, anyway. Focus. Ready? My Caribbean Vegan said she sent in her visa application, hopes it will be processed. Yes, it will be processed. Tony, you are this. This is America's new normal, and there's no outcry.
Mm-hmm.
Every race benefits from civil rights. Why are we letting them slip away? George just told his son that we're not in 2025.
You know what's really crazy to me? Yeah, it's 1950. Yeah, that's basically all they need now is to say no. Y'all got to come to the back to go to the movie theater. Y'all got to go upstairs to watch it. That's the only thing missing right now. And them saying, oh, y'all can't eat at this lunch counter. That's the only thing that's missing.
Some people are wondering how, for anyone who's ever said I would never sit back and just let this happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be. I'm not racist. I love all people. But here's my problem with what's happening in America is like good people who like you associate with work coworkers, you might befriend or something like that, and these people aren't saying anything. They're just sitting around letting it happen. The good white people who say they're not racist should be like, no, we don't want this. But they're too quiet right now. Do something. You know?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. The screen is frozen on my end. So like I can hear you talking, but the screen.
Let me try to get a couple more people in the comments.
What I'm saying is that there are too many people quiet about what's happening. You're like, wait, why are you quiet? Is this a problem to me? And if your house was on fire, I'd be over by your house trying to throw buckets of water on your house. My house on fire over here. You're like, yeah, your house on fire, dude. You ain't saying. Anyway. I like Maximilian. Thank you, sir. This is not African Americans fight. We resting. No, don't rest. That's the problem. Now is not the time to rest.
No. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna. No. I let you be talking all this live. I'm gonna put my finger out there and wag you down.
Now is not the time to be resting. Now is not the time to be resting.
We did all the work already. We are the ones that got civil rights in place. Granted, we had support from our Caucasian counterparts way back in the 50s. We did all of the marching. We already lived through lynching. We lived through integration. We fought segregation. We did the work. And the work that we did benefited everybody. The civil rights that we fought for, just like when we fought for equitable rights for women, didn't just benefit one gender or one race, it benefited everyone. And now that they're coming to try to claw that back and take away the rights that not only people of color have been benefiting from and enjoying, but that white people have been benefiting from and enjoying. Now it's time for them to be the ones to stand up and fight for this one. We did it once already. You mean we got to do it again? Not just for ourselves, but now for the whole country? Stop, sir. No. There has to be a different priority here. There has to be somebody else who's going to say that we are also going to stand up and fight for the freedoms that we ourselves have been saying is for the benefit of not only ourselves, but for others. In other words, people who stand up and say, oh, I fought for this country, they need to stand up again and say, I fought for this country and I need those rights to be retained. But it can't be the black and brown people who come and stand up and do this again. We did it already.
We as a black race in America has done everything except for one thing.
Put that finger out again and see what I do to you. What? What's the one
thing?
What?
Do to them how they did you. That's the one thing they fear. Black people march, they get on their knees, they do everything. But say, hey, we got to treat y'all how y'all treat us. That's the one thing they fear. That's why the control over the black and brown race in America is so important. Is that if that fear of, hey, they're taking everything out of the history books of what was happening to black people and indigenous people in America. They're taking that out of the history books, so you don't know what happened. But if what they did to the black race, the indigenous people in America, if that was coming back to them, they leave America. They say, oh no, these people are going to do to us what we did to them. We got to get out of here. But they keep the control of saying, hey, y'all can do whatever y'all want except that. And look at America. Black Americans have everything, everything, except for say, hey, we're gonna start treating y'all how y'all treat us.
Okay,
I
well, I
know,
understand what you're
I
saying.
know, I know. I may sound like some revolutionary or something crazy like that, but no. I grew up in a family of 6 boys, and I'm the baby. So if somebody hit me, my natural reaction is to hit them back. If you want to know
Mm,
why I don't think I can be in America right now, is because if I got pulled over by the wrong officer, I'm going to react the right way, and that is going to get me put into a grave
you
because
are right about that.
I don't want somebody just treat me like whatever. No, I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. We're going to sit and talk respectfully. If not, there's nothing I can do for you. If you want to be violent with me, my natural reaction is to be violent with you. That's survival of the fittest. I respect Michelle Obama, but when she said when they go low, we go high, no, sweetheart. When they go low, you meet them right there eye to eye and say, if this is what you want, I will give you all, I will give you that smoke. 100% of
You've
it.
been saying that since she said it. You've been saying that since
Huh?
she said it.
And, and
Well,
and at the time, that was the wrong message. She gave the entire wrong message, and she was in the position of power where people were listening to her. And that message, okay, we got to show we still better. We've been showing for 400 years. Hey, you know what? All of what you did to us, we putting it past us. We putting it past. We keep putting it past and put. At some point, we're like, we ain't putting this past. You cross that line again, I'm gonna put you in your place.
okay, okay, okay.
We're
Listen,
told not to
sir.
do that, and that's the one thing they fear. You give them what they fear, you get a different result.
Well, I'm going to say this was the slide that I put up for this part of the conversation, which is to consider where you can be where you feel are valued. Tony,
Yes,
where can you be where you're valued?
I I I I didn't realize as a black man what my value was until I came to Ghana.
Wait, what?
So, what does that mean? That means, yeah, crazy, right? Wow. Uh, Being in the majority of the people, I'm the majority. I'm in the majority here. That's a power. I understand why the white man in America doesn't want to lose that power. Everywhere I go, the millionaires I see are black. The business owners I see are black. The workers I see, the advertising I see, I am in the majority here. And that's a power. When I go out, I speak freely. I walk around however I want to do. Nobody bothers me. When I go to America, I got to put on this thing that kind of covers me up. I can't, I'm weighted down in America. And mostly because I can't be who I am. There's a society that's trying to oppress you in America. People say, "Oh, it's no system." You imagine? I'm sorry, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Looking at the numbers, it's not my imagination. Looking at the numbers per capita, black men incarcerated um, in America, um, housing discrepancy. If you look at black people don't own houses like white people, even though they may make the same money, things are equal. There are some things that you eventually you're gonna be like, hey man, this is something not right here. This ain't right. And right now, I think the world is waking up and saying, well, we gotta get with what we're comfortable with. And if you see um there are people joining up, being friends with each other now, saying, "Hey, why don't we team up, be buddies? Because we don't know what's happening over there with them, but you and I are kind of over here together. Why don't we team up? What's happening in America with black people? Black people aren't being told anything other than just stay here. Nobody's saying, hey, maybe this place isn't the best for you. And as African countries are opening themselves up, from Ghana to Cameroon, Mali, these countries are saying, hey, if you're in the diaspora, whether you're in Brazil, wherever you are in the world, come home, come home, come home. African countries have seen since 2019 the progress that Ghana has had with the diaspora, and they're saying, hey, we want a piece of that. Why don't we tell all of our people to come back? Come back, come back, come back. We got something here we can build. If you look at Burkina Faso, past 2 years, all of the production plants they're made, tomatoes, they got pineapples on the international market now.
Which is huge.
They're showing the way. They're showing, hey, this is what you can have. This is what you can help develop. Why would you still be trying to push something that is pushing back against you? That makes no sense. Don't.
Well, so we've got a couple of things here. I just want to make sure we pop in here.
Against that, going through that door and somebody on the other end. Stop that. It's time. It's time, people. It's time. Just think what would happen if all the hold on, I'm coming. If like the traffic engineers, the people who, the doctors and the attorneys, the construction workers, all these people in the trades were to come to and start developing African countries and unified Africa, the continent. That's a power. Nobody wants to see that though, because why? Because that would mean Black people are in control of their own destiny. Black people are in control of the world's wealth. Africa is a continent that has the world's wealth on it. They don't want Black people in control of that. That's the problem. Black people are now saying, hey, we know what we got. Why don't we take care of our own now? 2025, I'm all with
it. So we had a super sticker from Barbara. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm sorry if I was on a rant.
You were on a super rant, Tony. You got to slow it down here. Okay, wait. We've got someone who's saying that losing rights is like a frog in boiling water. The temperature rises little by little over time.
And the frog keeps adjusting the temperature. Yep, exactly.
Alive. Tony, understand your thoughts. If you think of Americans past and what's happening now, do you think that you'll come out okay on the other side? You came out okay one time. Won't you come out okay again?
These are different times.
It is a very different time.
So why would I, if we went through something bad, it's just different times. It's
Landis
every day I wake up like that. Let's hope this guy didn't start World War III. Every day I wake up like, look at my, let's hope it's not World War III.
Landis says he just came back from Africa in July, and Trump just wants the wealthy to come, and he thinks that wealth is white. We joke about this all the time. Like white. we exactly. The poor's in Ghana. We're in Ghana like the poor people.
People don't. I ride around Tema. I see. I'm in Tema community. I'm not going to tell you where I live. I live somewhere between community 1 and 12. Our office is somewhere between communities 1 and 12. 1 and 12 are kind of like all kind of touching each other. They're connected, right?
Oh, an old Tema, Tema Main.
On a daily basis, what is that? That Bentley truck. I see Bentley trucks. I see couple different Rolls Royces, Maseratis, AMGs.
I mean, even beyond the cars, people be balling and go out and buy houses like there's nothing, like $350K US cash.
The house on the street sold for $450. I'm like, yo, You
And
have
I'm
to be
like, we
here to
gonna make rent
understand.
this month.
And all I can
Can we
tell you is,
afford our Carnival
come,
cruise?
I'll show you.
Yeah. So this
Oh
idea
yeah, we
that
got Section 8 cruise. We can afford that.
the idea that there's no wealth in Africa is just so misguided. It's one of those things that it really, I always am annoyed by that. BW wants to remind you
Yeah.
that during slavery, a lot of good white people kept quiet, and that civil rights benefited mostly the other groups. And we've been waiting, I think, for a very long time to get the benefit of all those civil rights we've fought for, and not only the rights people are willing to give us. Fair enough? No? Yeah? So that's BW. OG, I agree with Tony. Tony, you preaching. Somebody said when they go low, we kick them in the shins.
Yeah, exactly. You're down there, knee to the face.
Wendell says, I'm trying to put the balance back in the conversation, but they're on your team.
Yeah, that's how we are. She's the yin yang thing, you know. I'm the yin, she's the yang. Yeah,
I got to
that's how
balance
we
you
are.
out. I
We're
can't
that
let you
way.
just keep going. Letitia says,
Yeah.
hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Letitia, how you
Sheila watched
coming
all the
back, fam?
episodes.
I miss you. I'm gonna tell Princess and Sarah, you know, what's happening with you? Come back. We miss you.
Sheila says that there's some new white-only communities in Arkansas being advertised.
I heard about that.
What?
What does that tell you? I mean, the racism in America. This dude gave racist people the courage to just be racist in public. Just hey, it doesn't matter.
Wow. Okay, so Maximilian, thank you for the
Thank you.
comment here. White people and Hispanics voted for Donald Trump, so they need to deal with him. We're gonna get you. Yes, see, Max, you and I, we're going out for mimosas because that's what it's gonna be. Just the presence of people of color in protest spaces puts everyone at risk. Like it's the difference between a white lives matter protest and a black lives matter protest. I mean, like, it's the difference between violence as the first tool and violence as a tool. And I think we just got to sit out this one. I'm just going to say that. Max, you and me. We got a lot of folks who are loving this conversation, but they're asking
I don't know
if they should still consider moving. What do you think? For those people who want to move?
Yeah, absolutely. Now's the time. I'm telling you. Yeah. Things are going to get weird in Ghana with pricing. I think things are overpriced here already. If you wait another year or two, wow, you're like, man, that $100,000 house is $200,000 now.
Yeah,
you
it is.
If you want to, yeah, get in. Hey, get in now.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. So here's a question. Why are so many YouTubers bad-mouthing Ghana right now?
I don't know. I can't answer that one. Trina, whether she had a comment. It said there are too many people who want to come to Ghana, but they don't have the finances to sustain themselves. And I just want to touch on that because if you look at your social media feeds and how people portray Ghana, you think Ghana is like Beverly Hills. All of Ghana is Beverly Hills, and that's not the case. Accra is Beverly Hills. Accra has gained the new nickname of being the Beverly Hills of Africa.
Yeah, but
outside of Accra, there's not a whole bunch of luxury living. So when I see that they don't have the finances to sustain themselves, if they're looking at trying to live, they won't have the money to sustain themselves. That won't happen. But if they're trying to live, average life, nothing too extravagant, yeah, you can do pretty well here. So I think it's just a lot of social media people.
I think there's still, there's a difference between how you live your life in these two spaces. And I know somebody in the comments, and now it's gone by, so I can't find it to put it back up, but was kind of saying, like, why do we talk about America when we're not even there? And I think there's something to this that has to be substantiated and maybe defended. And that's the idea that when we wanted to move, when it was time for us to come to Ghana and make that move, there was not a lot of information out there. There was not a lot of opinions and video to go watch and blogs to read to kind of get ourselves ready. And even me having gone back and forth before we ever moved, and you too, Tony, having gone back a couple of times before we moved, we still needed that information. I think it's so critically important that we're in this space and sharing information so that people like us who were traveled, but people who also have not traveled, who haven't had the experience, know that there is a space outside of where they are right now, where they can be valued for who they are and not be limited by what they look like and the color of their skin. And it irritates me beyond belief that in 2025, I am still having to echo the sentiment of Dr. Martin Luther King's speech that we can be judged by the content of our character and not the color of our skin. Because hello, was it not like 75 years ago? But here we are saying, can you find a space? Is there a place where you can be valued beyond the color of your skin? And there is, and that's why we have this conversation. That's why we keep having this comparative discussion. That's why we keep talking about, are you allowed to be yourself in any place? And that place might not be anywhere in the US. You might have to look for your American dream outside of the borders of America. We made that journey. We made that trip. We're being successful in it. And we want to share that story with you so that you know there are options and you can live and breathe and feel comfort in who you are and not be limited by where you currently are, that you have options for that. So yes, we do this discussion. We have that piece of it, but the reason for it is so that Tony and I could stop making content. We shared all the tips we got. We moved, we shared all the tips. But we want to continue to inspire people so that they know that there's something else beyond the border.
And I can tell you, when I go to a new place and meet somebody, their first impression of me is, oh, this guy just got here. Hey, welcome home, my American brother. Oh, I've been here for a while. I live here. Oh, I've been here 5 years. Oh, you've been here. Oh, you're Ghanaian now. I'm like, okay, cool. But what they say to me initially is, welcome home, my American brother. After hearing that so much, it hit me. I was like, you know what? I'm not the only one. I got to let my brothers in America know, hey, man, the home is this way. And here's another crazy analogy. If you were born in a garage, would you come out of that garage, be like, vroom, vroom, beep, beep, vroom, vroom, I'm a car because I was born in a garage? No. If you're born in America, does that make you American? Your citizenship is American. Does that make you American? No. What does your blood say you are? Zane Asher on CNN very eloquently states, hey, I am Nigerian by birth, right? By blood. I am, she's from the UK, so she's from England. She's English by citizenship. And she lives in New York, and she says, well, I'm American by resident. She recognizes, hey, before where I was born, before where I live, my blood says I'm Nigerian. Where I was born at, I'm recognized as being from England. And where I live at, I'm recognized as being from America. But my blood says, so people, don't matter where you reside, where your citizenship is, what does your blood say about you?
But that's the thing, is that it's so common for white Americans to not identify by blood but by birth, that the only people who are immigrants or foreigners are people of color. Everybody in
So same
America,
white people,
unless you are a Native
so same
American,
white people,
came from somewhere else.
so same white people like my grandfather's from Germany. Oh, my grandfather's from Poland. Oh, my grandfather's from here. Those same people, they dropped the Polish American, Irish American, German American. Just say American.
These refer to hyphenated Americans.
Phone always listening. It just
They are
start
always
talking.
listening. You better be
I'm
careful.
like,
Okay, so a couple other things. Somebody says that our people need to forgive each other, forgive our ancestors, and learn to unite. I'm gonna assume that you're talking about like our people, in which case, yes, I love that. I would love to see an Africa First, One Africa experience, like an initiative take hold and move Africa forward. Because as Tony said, the richest of the world are on the continent. And what I actually, I just, one of those silent things that kind of goes under the radar is how young the continent is, which positions them to be a force in the labor market and in the world market, because we're just young. It's just a young continent. And I think there's going to be a big shift coming, which could be part of why we're seeing such a reaction from world leaders who are a little nervous about that. However, if this comment is like all people should just forgive each other and learn to unite, I'm gonna take that one off. I'm just gonna let that drop in there.
Yeah.
Tony, this is a
I ain't
comment
trying to
for
forget
you.
them. You know what? It's crazy. Can't take an eye took off. You know, no, I ain't gonna say that. All right.
Traveling to Ghana. Letitia said traveling to Ghana gave her a renewed sense of strength, hope, and love, and recognition that we are a global majority.
Yeah. I can vouch for Letitia. She did one of our tours, and she does like my cousin now. I tell you, she was touched. That was a very emotional tour
it
for
is a
her.
thing.
So, and the love that the staff showed her, they're like, she's our people now. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say you are very good at creating that experience for a lot of people. The people who just left sent me like 6 text messages and pictures and told me they cried. You had somebody who cried on their birthday, who cried on their anniversary, who's been there and cried at the like. You are touching people with the.
I talked to them today. I talked to them today. They called me. I was like, "Hey!" And what was funny? They called the line that I don't answer. So I was like, let me answer this phone. I'm looking at the number like Indiana Google 5. I'm like, calling me. So let me just see who it is. Maybe they got the wrong number. I was like,
nah,
hello?
That's for you.
And I heard the word right away. I'm like, hey, Daniel, what's happening, man? But I mean, it's yeah.
Well,
and people don't understand. When you come and do a tour with us, because my family, they aren't coming to Ghana. I got a big family. So when people come here, it's like, okay, this is my family. These are my people coming in. They're staying in my house and our guest house. I'm just trying to show them everything I can to make this trip, a memorable trip. One that they're going to be like, yo, this touched me. If it didn't feel like I was taking a tour, it felt like, a family member came, or we went to visit a family member and they took us out. That's what our tours are about. It's about you coming here and being shown this is not a cookie cutter tour. There's a reason why Coming from America, or the TV show we're on, the TV show, we were chosen for that. Our tours are a personal tour. It's not, we can do the same tour 10 times in a row, and everybody who's on each of those tours are going to tell you, we didn't get the same tour. We got this. That was different. We got that. That was different. I customize the tours to the people. So when they get here, I'm like, hey, we're going to switch this up on a tour. Instead of going right, you're going to go left and up the street instead of right and around the corner. That's what I do for our tours. That's what makes our tours with Expat Life Ghana different from all the other tours you can come to Ghana and take. Anyway, that was my advert for the tours. And
I just wanted to point out one more thing from Letitia, and that is the recognition that we are a global majority. What percentage of the globe is white, Tony? Of the world's population is white?
Isn't it like 20% or less? It's like a small. It's like 30. Is it 13?
It's like 5%.
It's like really low.
It's some ridiculously low number. Be like, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. FE says that they are not resting, Tony, just so you know, putting in efforts in local government, community, and neighborhoods, but we're not going to put our Black bodies out there in terms of.
Don't. I mean, listen, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. And that's one reason why, I really wish, all of my children were here, because there was that story of that dad whose son got shot by police, and the next day, after watching the video of his son getting shot down in the streets by this officer, the officer immediately after seeing that video went out and ran over an officer, killing him. That kind of thing, it bothers me, because what is a dad to do when he watches a video of his child getting shot down like a dog needlessly? Just say, oh, okay, we'll give you a lawsuit, pay your money in a lawsuit, and you go about your business. No, my children are worth more than lawsuits. So I wish they were here. The last, what was that, 2 weeks ago, went through a police checkpoint and they pulled me out and harassing me and all this stuff. And I tell you, I'll do that 1,000 times, knowing not one time am I thinking I have a fear for my life. But anytime I go to the States and I'm driving and I say police car, I'm checking myself, because I don't want this guy to stop me for any reason, because I don't want this guy to look at me and say he's a threat for any reason, because if I'm a threat to somebody, they can neutralize me as a threat. That's not what I want. So
no,
I'm at peace.
Well, someone has this comment. This is an easy convo to have when the two of you are straddling two continents. For me, your opinions would be more meaningful if you just picked a team. Tony? I always think this is funny because Tony has picked a team. I don't know if you know this, but Tony has picked Team Ghana. Like, Tony would light
my wife has been in the States for 2 months
on fire sitting in this live today. If I'm not there to stop him, but I didn't stop him. Tony wants nothing to do with the American experience. That is me. And, I actually think when people make comments like this, it's just so muted to the journeys of different people. My dad is a Ghanaian born. He and Ghanaian proud, not I want to be an American. This is a Ghanaian proud man. He is an African man. He was proud to be an African man. He raised us to be proud to be Africans ourselves. But I'm half. My father's African. My mother is Caucasian. She is a white woman. She is Irish and French Canadian. I kind of like.
I know. I see that all the time. Hey, now she probably listening now.
I feel like when you get comments like this, it just speaks to the fact that people make assumptions based on who they think you are. And so I just want you to stop and just take a second to check yourself and acknowledge that my dad worked really hard to get himself to America, into college. When he went to the United States, he only had $2 in his pocket. He would not have been able to pay the visa integrity fee for sure. He went to school. He built a life, he had a family, and he always said that he went to the United States for opportunity, but
and
he went back
his
to Ghana
thing,
for freedom. For freedom.
right? His thing was he was never, oh, this is it. I'm here. I'm never going back. That was
No, he
never
always
his
knew he was going
intent.
back. He always
Yeah,
knew he was going back.
absolutely. Yeah.
But you are in pursuit of the same freedom that he came back for.
Yeah.
My dad was pulled over in his own driveway because he didn't look like he belonged. He, in the same way that Tony was pulled over in a neighborhood that looked like it was a little too affluent for where he was supposed to be. There's a benefit to America. I don't want you to hear that me saying that there's not. There's definitely an advantage that you are born with as an American citizen. But just because you have that advantage doesn't mean that's the end of your journey. Just because you have that privilege doesn't mean you have to accept it at its face value. You can say that I have this privilege, and because I have this privilege and I have this power, it's almost irresponsible of me to not explore the world and see what other opportunities are out there for me, what other freedoms are there for me to experience. So when you have this conversation, when you throw that out there, like, oh, pick a team, it's not about that. This is not about teams. This is about, can you be in a place and a space that allows you opportunity and freedom together? Can you find a space where you yourself feel like you get to be you? You just get to be you and not judged by your hair or your skin or whatever else. That could be in Ghana. That could be somewhere else, man. Maybe you are a Thailand kind of guy and you want to go there. Wherever that place is, know that you have opportunities and possibilities. You have options. That's the point of this conversation. So no, we don't have to pick a team. We just have to live our lives. That's our journey.
And just to put things in proper perspective, both my biological parents have passed. The man that I took on as being my second dad has passed, and we have, between us, we have one living parent. So when you say pick a team, it's you don't understand our situation. My wife is visiting her family. My wife still works. I don't even know what to do. Or how to describe. I know what you do, but give it a name.
Thanks, baby. Thanks for looking out. That was great.
She has to be there for, or the body has to be there at times. So she goes back for work, right? Is that fair? Should I not be saying?
I go back to work and to still implement change, and I think that's okay.
Yeah. So you go back for work. You visit your mother. You don't go and say, oh, I'm back home. No. When you talk, oh, I'm going to go back home. Home is here in Tillman.
And I think my experience, you and I talk about this all the time. You and I have very different experiences about what it means to sit in our Blackness, what our culture and our heritage mean to us, and how we amplify and resonate with that. And I've always been a person who is proud of the person that I am. I'm proud of the culture that I carry, the history and the heritage that I move through this world with. But I sit in a position of privilege and power, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Just like I feel like, just like those who have come before me, who have taken advantage of their privilege and power, I want to do that too. I have a wonderful opportunity of being able to move between countries, to travel internationally, to be able to go on vacations with my family, to let my kids go to camp, to come and speak and try to make change in spaces that I'm in. I'm going to take advantage of that. So yeah, I don't know. When I see comments like that, I'm always a little bit like,
Yeah. So there was a comment the Till shopping cart made that their concerns is we don't We don't talk politics in Africa. We don't talk politics in Ghana. I could, without fear of anything, any backlash or anything. I could. The thing about politics, I'm not in any party. I can't vote. So talking politics here don't affect me. Talking about things here in Ghana that does affect me has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with people. I guess so. I just
Well, and
here's another thing about why I don't talk politics here in Ghana, not in Africa. You said in Africa, there's some places where in Africa that are under dictatorship that you can talk politics openly, like we're doing now. So there's that. But here in Ghana, as long as I'm not saying something that I would be liable for, or something that I know is not the truth, and I'm putting on a political person or something like that, those kind of things, come and bite you. But I don't talk politics here because I can't get involved in politics here. So I focus and have my focus on things that I can help and things that I can be of service to here. And getting into politics, talking about politics, that's not something that I can. You understand? It's not going to. There's nothing coming out of that. Me talking politics, anyway.
Well, I'm going to throw this out there. The other side of that sentence, which is how much freedom is there really in Ghana if it can turn on a dime? Yo, listen, I have not seen civil rights roll back so fast as I have in the last 6 months. You talk about turning on a dime. Wait a minute. I do not know why people think that that America is somehow insulated and Africa is just so tribal and so like safari-like. America is going, like, I'm going back into the comments. I got somebody in who just said, girl, it's like the 50s up in here. Yeah, that's where they're rolling it back to right now. It's not going to be too long until they're rolling back women's rights. And we're seeing women are sitting around in the 1800s. Like, how did we get here? I know that it's easy to try to compare African countries to Western countries and say one is better or one is different than the other. But what we have to remember is that Ghana is only 60. How many years old is it now? So Tony, 70? Oh my God, time is going too fast. It is a young country.
Yeah,
America's been around for 400 years. So of course, when you talk about volatility in politics and the ability to move political agendas, that's true. It's true everywhere. And you're seeing that roll out. But Africa is also a conglomerate of many different countries at different stages of freedom after very oppressive and quite unfair colonial rule. So you've got to give them a little bit of grace.
And the scary part is, if there was a one Africa, there would be a concentrated effort to kind of bring everybody up to at least some base level to say, okay, we're at a starting point for everybody. And if you do that, you're benefiting a whole continent. Just bringing, and this is not the continent they want to see do that. They don't. Anyway, man. It's rough,
we have somebody who says that we don't have to pick a team. The fact that we straddle both is what makes us unique in our.
I don't straddle both. I'm putting that out there
Tony
right
don't
now.
straddle.
If
Tony does not straddle. I try to get him to come to America, and his answer is no. Tony, you want to go on vacation in America? No. Tony, you want to come with us when we go to America? No. That's a Ghana boy right there.
If they were like, dude, if the government came to me right now, the U.S. government, like, you really feel that way about America, give up your passport. Well, hey, that dude
So
said,
Tony, would you renounce?
yeah.
I know. That's why I
5
think it's so
million.
funny. And I'm like, Tony, no. You keep two. There's an advantage. You have 2 passports. You move around. Tony's like, no, you can take that. See? So if you want the answer to that question.
They got to buy me out. I mean, if they're offering 5 million for people to get their passport, their citizenship. Oh, well, really? That's what you set a price on it. Give it up. Give it to me. I'll take it.
We just say, c'est possible pour vous. Do you ever do tours for people who live in Ghana?
I think we did twice. It was a mixed group of people coming from out of town, visiting people who were from Ghana, and we took them out. But usually, like, the Ghanaian people would just go to tourist sites themselves. If they live in the area,
you get a lot of Africans though who are coming in. So you get
I tell people, oh, I've been here. They're like, dude, you've been everywhere. I got people. I tell people, oh yeah, I've been here to the La Rubenga mosque in Tamale, or the Tamale area. They're like, what were you doing out there? I went to Mole. Dude, I ain't never been to Tamale. I'm 60 years old, never been to Tamale.
Yeah. Like, really? I mean, there's a lot of Ghanaians who've never been to a slave castle. They haven't had a slave castle experience. Yeah. They've not traveled really outside of Accra or the greater Accra region. So that's not unusual. But yeah, we do tours for people who live in Ghana. We see a lot of people who come in from other African countries who want to do tours. So we do see that a little bit more than Ghanaians themselves. But Tony has hosted a few families and groups at the lodge. You had that big wedding party come in, and they wanted just to be under one roof and have that kind of bougie, pampery experience.
Was fun.
So they did that. That was fun.
I DJed for them. We partied that night.
Christine says, what's it like to live there? Wondering if there's a path forward for citizenship. Absolutely. It takes about 5 years, but you can come in on your tourist visa and get yourself started.
Who's that? Nixon Keith asks, you see, Nixon Keith, why did the government give Dr. Umar Johnson Ghanaian citizenship?
Is that the one you want me to put up?
Excuse me. Yeah, he on his platform talks about Ghana a lot, and at the time there was some big push to highlight celebrities talking about Ghana or something like that. So that was part of some 500 people getting their citizenship at the same time. So that was a like publicity thing. So yeah, that's why. I don't think he's been here 5 years, or I don't think he has any residence here. So yeah. It's like an honorary degree. Some people, it's like one of those honorary degrees. I ain't go to school here, but I gave y'all some money. Y'all give me an honorary degree.
Think of you're getting too close, Tony. You better stop. You better roll back.
Got to put in. We got to go to school. We got to do our 4 years to get that degree. Here I am trying to get my degree, and this dude just honorary degree. Get
out. Barbara says, "Don't slip. I might end up in Florida."
Have you been to Florida lately? Shit.
She's reminding me of the words that I had to cut out from my speeches. Yeah, I actually had to sign an addendum to one of my contracts. So, they wanted to limit what I could and could not say outside of my speeches, like on social media, such as on this platform. So sometimes when you see me measured, it's because of that. I can't say it, Barbara. Don't ask me to do it. The U.S. proclaims freedom, but freedom is not defined or accounted for. I found much more freedom in other countries, including Ghana. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really what it is. That's really what it is where can you feel like you have found freedom? Whew. Well, Tony.
Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. We really.
Do you want to? I want to make sure that I do a couple different things here. I want to first give you an opportunity to talk about this.
Talk about what?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to talk about. What are you going to talk about?
Oh, there it is. Oh, I see now.
It's on the screen, sir.
I'm waiting for the screen to pop. I'm like, okay, new video's going to. Hey, are you coming to December this year? If you are, we are throwing the second annual official Diaspora in December throwback party. What does that mean? That means you get a chance to party with us, your favorite people, Expat Life Ghana, Ayo and Tony, in December for a dance party. This party is going to give you all of the greatest music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. If you know how to two-step, you know how to all that Chicago step in, and if you like funk like the Barcades and the Parliaments and people like this is a party you want to be at. December 27th. It is at Afrikiko this year. We are doing the party in Accra this year. December 27th, the second annual official Diaspora in December throwback party. Can't wait. If you're going to be there, don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Well, good job, dear. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I put the
tickets will only be available on our website. So that'll
I know,
give
but
us 2
I
weeks.
haven't done it yet. So don't tell people to
2
go
weeks they'll be
visit
up.
it yet because
But
I
hey,
haven't updated the webpage.
We're talking about it now. We put the deposit down for the venue, and already we got a couple emails. Somebody was like, "Hey, are you doing something this year?" We're like, "Doing this party again." They're like, "Count me
so
in."
if you are making your travel plans, couple things. If you're going to be here in December, whether you are on tour with us or not, make sure that you make arrangements to be at the throwback party December 27th, 2025. Tickets will go on sale, I think, Tony, in October? They'll go on sale. And there will be early deals, so we will be dropping the launch. Yes.
We're trying to be sold out by October. Tickets go on sale in August. In 3 weeks.
No. Okay, so we're working on that. The website has not yet been updated, so please.
They're already selling tickets for events in December. We're behind.
Oh, okay.
Serious?
Well, so look for that detail to be coming up soon. If you have not already, you should really consider getting your travel arrangements taken care of so that you don't miss any of our 2025 tours. Fall Fest is going to be out soon. Like pretty soon, we will not be able to take any more reservations for October at all. That includes, October. Everybody wants to come in October. October is like we're almost out.
People found out. Yeah, people found out that I like to hang out in a Brie in October. So I do, and now they found out why I like. They're like, dude. So
they're onto you. They're onto you.
Yeah.
Now I usually try to keep my my other professional life separate from my Expat Life Ghana life, but I have finished my second book for the year, and I am in my launch window.
Here's the first book.
Tony, you're so funny.
Teaching with
That's my first
AI.
book this year. Good job. Thank you, babe. That's my first book for the year. I just finished my second book. I was out trying to train on this first book and realized that there were some folks who really do not know how to use AI effectively and partner with AI tools collaboratively. So if you are an educator or a teacher, I am going to self-promote here for just a moment. My new book comes out August 5th. Tony's holding it off. My new book comes out August 5th. And it is all about how to develop the skills necessary to use any AI tool effectively. If you are interested, check out noodlenook.net/shiftbook for my new book, Surviving the AI Shift. It is currently available, Tony. It just dropped on Amazon, so it's going to be on Amazon starting, I think, tomorrow. today or tomorrow. So if you are interested in pre-ordering, you can pre-order now. Otherwise, August 5th, my new book is dropping. So I just wanted to put I don't try to cross myself.
Go get the second one. Get the first one and the second one.
Get the first one and the second one. If you are an educator who's interested in the idea of AI and how to use it, this is a great book for you. If you are in leadership and you are looking for ways to get your entire team up to speed, definitely send me an email, check out the book and what else I have to offer over at noodleNook.net and survivingtheAIshift.com. Whew, that was my 2-second promotion. I just had to put it out there because I'm in my launch window right now. So I just had to do it.
Yeah.
I don't usually do it, but I did it.
I'm glad you did.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate that. Trademark pending on the peace framework. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Did we cover it all?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know. I feel like should I go back to this? Did we cover everything? Oh, this was the last thing, Tony. I forgot the last thing. I really wanted to make sure I mentioned this, so I don't want to skip it. And it's this piece. Can you see on the screen right now? The last piece of this conversation was this idea of the integrity fee is just part of the story, and the other part of the story was, and I don't know if I can let me remove ourselves. The other part of the story was, oh, I just can't see my mouse and everything's gone. The B1 and B2 visas for Ghanaians, they used to be 5 years multi-entry, and they were recently changed to just 3-month single entry, which means that 250 visa integrity fee is going to be something that recurs every 3 months. Can you believe that? I know. So when we talk that, is it targeting Black travelers? Absolutely. And it's just they're stacking these hits together, and really, I think it really is a red flag. I think. I know we all know what Tony thinks. But just, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that one last thing because those changes in the visa requirements have really.
Yeah. Hey, is this person new? Barbara Isaac, that is familiar, right?
I don't know.
So I'm going to explain something to you. The past 2 weeks in Ghana has been very, very cool. So I'm in the studio with these big bright lights on me, and they're hot, but it's cool, and I don't want to turn the AC on because it's cool, but I got these lights on me, so I haven't seen. It's cool, and I'm trying not to turn the AC on. But
you don't have the AC on right now?
No, I don't. I told you, y'all, it's been cool.
What? Who are you? Who are you even?
I know. It's been cool
That's
here.
Insanity. I can't even believe that.
This is the coldest I've ever can remember it being here. It's been so.
Well, I just wanted to say y'all have been in the comments like crazy. I think we could probably have continued this conversation for another hour, but we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. But if you are still here, please hit the like button. If you have enjoyed this conversation, drop a comment drop an emoji in the comment below and let us know. Did you enjoy it? How did it make you feel? And if you think it's a conversation that you want to share with others, share it. Please share it in your WhatsApp groups, share it on your Facebook page, or share it wherever you can share it. It's so essential that we continue having these conversations so that we can not only keep each other aware, but also kind of keep each other inspired and considering what other options and possibilities are out there. So if this spoke to you, please hit that like button, hit that share button, and make sure you comment so that this gets sent out to more people and more people can enjoy our conversation.
Hi, everybody. I think I like when you talk. I'm like, oh, I look more like talking.
You're so funny sometimes. You miss me. That's all. It's just that you miss me.
It's been like a long 3 years since you've been gone.
I know. So next month's live, we
Yeah,
will
3
be
years.
together.
It feels like 3 years. It's been 2 months. It feels like 3 years.
I know. I'm coming back soon, baby.
Yeah, you better because
It's like a week now. It's not even. It's less than a week. I'll be
yeah,
home
it's
in
like
a
it's 6 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm counting the days. Yes, I'm counting.
Oh, that
6
was
days.
interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how many days it is, but you do.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, I'm coming, babe. I'm coming. All right, Tony. I think that's it. I think you can close us out.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you when we see you on the next live next month. If next week, if you are in Ghana, we're trying to build this thing up at Zarzar. So if you are in Ghana next week, Friday, I'll be at Zarzar's for some old school throwback music from 6 to 10. They got 15 CD clubs. The large one, they got throwback prices. So clubs are 15 CDs, the big ones. They got drink specials, half off drink specials, food specials. So it's throwback pricing for their throwback First Friday. So if you're in Ghana, going to be in the Tema area, I'll be at Zarzar's Community 11 next week, Friday.
All right. We'll see you there.
That's all I got. Yep. And with that, Charlie out for now.
Hey, it's late
I'm
there.
so tired.
So before
Now I can finally yawn. I was like, huh?
Before we officially sign off, I just want to tell people that you all have been live and in action all summer in the shorts. So if you are not a shorts watcher, you definitely should hop into shorts and check out all the content Tony has been sharing, from restaurant reviews to car museums that you don't even believe. They are explaining how to make it all work and doing a fabulous job at it. Good job.
Yeah, those shorts are great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing well.
So I want to give you a shout out for that one.
Oh, thank you, babe. And we'll see you in Ghana soon.
Yeah. Bye.